How you doing, everyone? I'm Glenn, and I love guitar, and I'm by profession a teacher, and I love teaching. And so this is the first of hopefully several tutorials on just basic guitar stuff that could be used by anyone. So it focuses on the Coldplay song Yellow, which is a beautiful song. It is relatively simple on the guitar. It has, I believe, either 4 or 5 chords at the most. And most people know it. It's a very popular, well-known song. So this is Yellow. Now, step number 1. What I'm going to recommend that you do if you're new to guitar, and this is designed really for beginners, I'm going to go slowly and step by step. You should go onto your phone and download the free app called Guitar Tuna, and or something comparable. I'm sure there's other comparable ones out there. Guitar Tuna is the one that I use. It's free. You hit a string, it tells you if you should tune it up or down. This has become a state-of-the-art way to tune your guitar. And I guess my broader point is always tune your guitar, or always at least make sure that it is in tune before you play. It just makes a huge difference. I personally will not pick up my guitar and start playing until first taking a minute or two and just making sure that it's tuned. So rule number 1, I want to put that out there. Okay, so you know the song Yellow, right? I'm going to play a little bit of it just so that you can hear it, and then we're going to dissect it. And I'm going to show you step by step, and then just do a quick version at the end to bring it all around. And if you watch this and you have a guitar and you practice, I'd say within about a week you should be playing Yellow. Maybe 2 weeks, depends how much you practice. Okay, so I'm just going to start to give you a sense, and then we'll step back. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything that you do, they were all yellow. Came along, I wrote a song for you, and all the things that you do, and it was called Yellow. So then I took my turn, oh what a thing to have done, and it was all yellow. So that's the song. So that's going to be the focal point of this lesson. By the way, check out this guitar pick. This is actually a real stone that I picked up as is at a beach in Southampton when I was there with my kids this summer. It's my favorite pick. It just, nature made this one exactly right. Anyways, use whatever pick works for you. Okay, so that's the song. So it's going to start with 3 chords. Now, there's something you're going to learn about, which is called the baby chords versus full versions of chords. The more I play and the more experienced I get, the more I see baby chords as really, you can get away your entire life with just baby chords. Baby chords simply means that you're playing a subset of the chord. So there are 6 strings on the guitar. And so this would be a full G chord with all 6. Right? But okay, so I'm gonna say, so the strings are, I'm gonna call this the first string, the second string, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So when I talk about the string number, 1 is the one closest to the floor, 6 is the one closest to your nose. So that's going to be string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then there's frets. Now when you put your finger down, if you play what's called open, in that case that is the first string open, so that is actually an E note. And then if I put this here, that becomes an F note, F sharp note, G note. Now, the G chord, which is the root chord of this song, starts with G, and G is going to be a dominant, common chord in this. So, a baby way to play it is just to play the G, and then the two open ones right above it, the open second string, which happens to be a B, the open third string, which is also a G. You can get away with the open fourth string because that's a D, which fits in the chord. So, and you don't want to play more than that. So you could just play, I wrote a song for you. So that was just the baby G right there. And that's what I mean by you can get away with just the baby chords your whole life, you know, to be honest, and have it sound good. With that said, so I'll show you, so that's the baby version of G. Really just these bottom three strings with your ring finger on the third fret of the first string, which happens to be a G note. At some point, a whole other set of tutorials I might do will be about what the notes are and the music theory behind it. But just to start playing the song, just know that that is a G note. Third fret, first string. Okay, so that's the baby G. Now here's a B, here's a D. D is tough, there's not really a baby version. You're going to, and it's kind of a weird constellation for some people. You're going to take your middle finger, first fret, or I'm sorry, first string, second fret, and then your ring finger, second string, so second from the bottom, second string, third fret, and then you're going to take your index finger, second fret, third string. And then you can play the open note above that, which is D. So that's a D chord. So take a look at it. You might want to screenshot it. You can certainly Google it. You can replicate that. So that's the D. Now, one thing, you can see my thumb. A really good thing about playing a chord is not only what you're nailing down and getting right. So you can see that all those notes are ringing. Sometimes if your finger's not down, you won't get all of them. The rule is, it's kind of like anything probabilistically. If you get like 80% of them down, if you're missing one here and there, it's fine. It's fine. Kind of the same rule as like a baby chord will always work. The other thing though, in addition to what you are playing in a chord, which wicked important, is what you are not playing. So this note, an open E, doesn't fit with a D chord. So if you hear it, it doesn't go. So what you learn to do is you muffle. You can muffle stuff. You don't hit it all the way down, you just touch it. You touch a string that you just don't want to play at all. Oh, the train's coming by. How appropriate. So I'm using my thumb in this case, and you'll see as I play other chords, I can use different fingers to muffle, but muffle strings that you do not want to play. Okay, so now we have G, right? So here's baby G. Now to make a big kid G, all you do is you take your ring finger and you're just gonna go onto the third fret of the sixth string. So you can do either. You can either play the full thing or just the baby version. They're always gonna be, one's just a subset of the other. They're both gonna work. The next note, the next chord is a C. So here's baby C. You're gonna have open first string, that's an E note. On the second string, you're gonna put your index finger on the first fret. That's actually a C note. Then you're gonna have what's called open. Remember, open means you're just gonna play it without putting a finger anywhere. The third string open. Those three notes. Now you don't want to really play anything else if you're going to go with the baby version, so just play those bottom three. Or you can, to give you a fuller version, you can go on to the fourth string and go with your middle finger on the second fret, and you can go on to the fifth string and go on to the third fret with your ring finger, and that's a fuller C. So we can do a baby C, and then muffle everything. Watch my thumb. I'm kind of muffling stuff I don't want to resonate. Or I can do the full C. Okay, so now we have three chords. Now we have G. Right, there's the baby version. 90% of this song. Ready? Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and all the things that you do, they're all yellow. Back to G. So it's like G, 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 So that's it. That is 90% of the song. So get those down, maybe practice that first verse, which is look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything that you do, they're all yellow. Practice that, practice that, practice that. That chord progression works over almost this entire song. Almost this entire song. Now, there's a part that you might call either the bridge or the chorus. The arrangement of this song is a little different than a lot of other songs. It's beautiful though. But then there's this other part where it goes, your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. I love you so. So, you know that part, right? That's gonna happen twice during the song, okay? So here's how it goes. So, after this one verse, there's a verse that goes like this. Part of the verse that goes, so then I took my turn. Oh, what a thing to have done. C chord. And it was all yellow. G chord. Okay, now here is the chorus. Okay, it's going to be C, which we already know. Remember, that's baby C. It's just those bottom three. This is big kid C. Your skin, don't worry about the singing. Your skin, and then E minor. Okay, E minor. So a baby version of E minor is going to be open 1, open 2, open 3. So the bottom 3 are all open. And then you're going to put your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And those bottom 4 notes, that's an E minor. That's a baby E minor. The big kid E minor is just, you just add your middle finger to the 2nd fret of the 5th string. So this is one where the baby version and the big kid version are almost completely identical. So it's like, see, your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones. So it's on the E minor really quick. It's like a half. If you saw it like written out in music, this would be like a half verse, or a half measure. So it's like this. So it's C and then E minor, D. And again, the E minor intentionally quickly because you're just on that for half. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. You know I love you so. You know I love you so. So it stays on the D, and you can once you start playing it, you can hear it. You can hear it. You're like, yeah, it doesn't. The chord stays right there, and then it goes back to the G. Like celebration of love. This is a love song, by the way, which I love about it. So those are the parts. Now there is a funky ending, and then there's this arrangement, a special arrangement that I do that's just a little bit different. Maybe just for the sake of simplicity, I'll just give you the standard ending. You can choose to do it or not. So there's pretty much 2 parts to this song. So there's G, G to D, then D to C, and back to G. that's the main verse, and then the chorus is C, C, D minor, D, 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 C, C, D minor, D, 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 C, C, D minor, D, 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 D. That is just about the entire song. And in fact, since this is a beginner video, I'm not even going to show you the funky ending. That's just it. So there's those two sections. Let me do the whole thing right now. I'll do it relatively slowly. I'm going to try and show the guitar as much as possible during it. And if you watch this video multiple times and play along, you should have this song down. I'm just going to estimate. It might take between 5 and 10 times of sitting with your guitar, pausing, watching, but you'll have the song down, even if you're brand new at the instrument. Okay, you ready? And by the way, strumming, my opinion on strumming, I'm sure that I'm not a professional guitar teacher. I'm a professional teacher, but I'm not a professional guitar teacher, so a professional might tell you different. My opinion on strumming is, to be honest, you feel it. You eventually feel it. A good trick about strumming is sometimes you want to let it ring, and sometimes you want to sort of like hit it, but then have it muffle. So you can just take I kind of subtly will just take my entire hand and just slap it, and you'll feel yourself kind of naturally doing that sometimes. So sometimes you'll strum 4 times a measure, sometimes you'll double it up, sometimes you'll half it, sometimes you'll do just like 1 and let it ring, and to be honest, you'll all feel it. I have full confidence that y'all feel it. Okay, you ready? So here's a short version of the entire song, and I'll try and this is just watch my hand. I'm gonna try and do that. So that's G, that's D, that's C. Feel free to play the baby version or the big kid version. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything that you do, yeah, they're all yellow. I wrote a song for you, and all the things that you do, C chord, and it was called Yellow. So then I took my turn to the D chord. Oh, what a thing to have done to the C chord, and it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turned into something beautiful. See, you know I love you so. That's the D chord right there. Let it ring. You know I love you so. G in celebration. D in celebration of love. There's C right there, celebration of life. Back to the G. I swam across G chord, I jumped across for you to the D chord. Oh, what a thing to do to the C chord, 'cause you were all yellow. I drew a line on G, I drew a line for you to the D. Oh, what a thing to do now to the C, and it was all yellow. It's the chorus. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turned into something beautiful. No, for you I bleed myself dry. Think about that lyric. For you I bleed myself dry. Celebration. Then there's this cool ending that kind of fades out. It's true. Look how they shine for you. 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 Okay, that is a D major 7. This part is completely optional. And all the things that you do. That's a C major 7. The first one was a D minor 7. Look how they shine. So we can just end it on the G. Really, that's an improvised version of the ending that I created along with Shannon. We had so much fun with this song. It is such a great love song. It's a celebration of joy. It's a celebration of our lives together. And we sing it together, and it's so much fun. But we came up with that improvised ending, and I'd say don't worry about the ending. If you're brand new and you're just picking this up, you can end it like this. It's true, look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine. Boom. You can end it just like that. So there you go. And this was partly inspired for the budding guitarist Nathan, who I know is out there and is bursting with potential. And so Nathan, I hope you find this helpful. And I hope anyone finds this helpful. And that's about it. So this has been Guitar with Glenn. And it wouldn't be the same without the cowboy hat, which, by the way, is my son Andrew's. Long story. Okay, have fun playing.